This is a presentation of Northeast Streaming Sports.
All right, everybody, how you doing? Captain Jack here. I am reading what y'all are saying. Wow, did not hear that. I want to see what's the terrible Hobbs driving over 100 after Ruggs' unfortunate experience. What's the like? Get the article so I can get that. What's up with you there, Raider Cortez? Robert Hawk, DUI 2 weeks later, 110. I don't want to cut him. But he definitely needs to be. It's word I'm looking for. He needs to learn. And thanks again. Welcome to everybody. This is a special edition of Rapping with the Cap, or Rap with the Cap, whatever I put up there on the thing. And we're going to be going interactive as well. Now, here's the thing. If you are watching this, make sure you hit up in the comments section. Now, you can do the live chat, but hit up in the comments section too, because I want to see that for posterity. Okay, I want to see that for posterity. Comments in the comments section are nice, but I want to see it in the comments section of the show too. Okay, let me get squared away here. Doing channel make sure I get everything squared up. We're live. I got it on live. Okay, I got that there. Why is it not coming up? Okay. Let me back out of here. Sometimes you just got to do what you just got to do. Again, we are on Roku TV, and I know that we will be on our best behavior. I don't think I have it on volume, do I? No, I don't. Okay, we'll be on our best behavior. But it is amazing, and I did not see that with the with Hobbs. Did not see that. And it's funny because he was taking Uber prior. When Ruggs had his incident, people were saying how thoughtful and how smart Hobbs was as a rookie because he was taking Uber. Good evening to you as well, shipmate. Good to see you. Blessings to you. Got my boy Doc Cabral in here. He's a kid. Well, if we're not gonna announce the coach, I don't think for a while. Okay, and no news other than I saw where Jim Caldwell was asked to interview for the position, and he said no thanks. And again, that was a Rooney Rule interview, and he said no. So good for him. If he thinks that, hey, I'm not going to be a token interview because I know I'm not going to get the job, okay, I have no problem with that. So we did interview Jared Mayo, but apparently with the new Rooney Rule or the new iterations of the Rooney Rule is that you have to interview 2 candidates outside of the organization that are minority. And I think you also have to interview 1 minority candidate for a high positional, like OC or DC. I think that's another thing you have to do as well. Wiz, good to see you, brother. Gerald Wisniewski, good to see you there. Thank you for coming in. Remember, if you are in on Facebook, please come over to YouTube because I don't see all of the Facebook comments until afterwards. And it's a bummer. So, and again, we're going to go interactive, and this is my first question. Okay, let me post it here. I'm gonna type it up. Okay, who do you want as Raiders head coach? Give 3 answers in order of preference in the comments section. Okay, we're going to be doing this. Oh no, Gerald, you can be here. Yeah, Gerald, we've spoken before, Gerald. Great. And thanks for coming over. And I want to hear. I'd like to hear from you because we can talk about the Cowboys. What are the Cowboys going to do? Are they going to fire Mike McCarthy? You know that it looks like Dan Quinn is probably the leading candidate to be the coach of the Denver Broncos. Quinn is the leading candidate to be the coach of the Denver Broncos. Big boy, good to see you. Again, I put this in the for the comment section. Who do you want as the Raiders head coach? Give 3 answers in order of preference in the comments section. After the video or while the video's on, comment please. Well, Brian, I get you in the see, this is the live chat. I get in the comments section. Okay, there is a video portion. Okay, there is a comments section. I don't know why it's not on while the video is on. When the video is over or pop out of it, maybe that's how to do it. In the comments section, do that. I don't want Eric Bieniemy. And yes, Jim Harbaugh is being considered. Bishop, Louis Riddick as head coach or GM. He's not going to get the job because he does not get along with Mark. Remember, all of these in the comments section, not in the live chat. I want to see it for posterity because sometimes, comments keep with the video. Tomlin's not going to get fired. McCarthy is out. I hope he takes Dak with him. Wow, that's pretty strong, Gerald. Raider Ruckus, I haven't seen you in forever, brother. How you doing? Big boy. Yeah, I do have a call-in number, Gerald. Yeah, I do. But here's the thing, Gerald. You can come in via video, and it's better via video. You don't have to be on camera though, but it's better via sound. Now, while you do that, I'm going to go bring in my first guest, some old bastard who looks like me a little bit. In the fact that we're old, we have beards.
Yeah, well, it's best to bring me on early while I can still have this decency to watch my language. But how you doing, bro?
I'm good, bro. I said we catch them early before the alcohol hits, and we have the foxtrot bombs and other stuff, and then we get I'm sorry, Skipper. Oops, I'm sorry. It's fine.
Yeah, it's a pretty good impersonation. If you gargle with Drano, you'd sound more like me, though. So
yeah, but I don't want to gargle with Drano. I don't want to gargle with Drano. And I'm glad Raider Ruckus is doing okay. We got Big Boy Mario, OG's in here. Like I said, everybody's hanging out.
Hey guys,
the Beard Brother, and we do have, like I said, next up after OG Daniel, we have ONT6 Soldier.
My boy, I like that guy. He's pretty cool.
A great guy, and he ain't cussing either. He's not. He's up. Yeah, he's like, I'm not doing it. So yeah, because he's got it. And Gerald, who is my Cowboy fan, will be after him. So thanks, Gerald. Appreciate that, brother. Let's talk about this. And again, what I want to know is here's the first question. And like I said, for the comments section after the video. And I like it when we see the comment section because it means we're interactive. We're asking questions in the video, and I'm gonna have a couple of them tonight. So when you pop out of the video, go over to the channel, and there should be a comments section. Maybe it's when the video is done. I'm not sure, but remember to put your comments as to who you want. Because I got three questions. First one.
Okay, you might want to highlight Matt Marinovich's comment.
Gargle with broken glass. Now, ooh, there you go.
That's funny.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you your first one, and OG, I know you will do this as well. The first one, and remember to put these down. Who do you want as the head coach? That's the first one in order of preference. The second one is, who do you want as the GM? Who are your knowledge of what you've been hearing? Who are your preferences for the GM? And the third question is this: what status do you want Derek Carr to be on next year? The last year of his contract, just regular on the contract, or an extension of 3 years, or traded to for the highest value, or the fourth choice would be journeyman, draft a quarterback in 2023. That's the four choices. I'll put that out there as well.
You want my opinion?
Yeah, you can do that now.
Okay, here's my opinion. Mark Davis is an idiot.
Okay,
we don't fire a GM. You hire a president who decides whether the GM stays or goes. So we're going to do it all backwards again. So as for a GM, we should have gave Mayock one more year just to see what he could do without being handcuffed by Gruden. But he was Gruden's yes man, and here's where he ended up. As far as a head coach, let's see. What guy can take a dumpster fire mess of a team and deal with all these disasters and get them into the playoffs? He earned it. Bisaccia earned a 2-year contract, very flexible to where they get rid of him after a year if nothing happens. Okay? That's where I think we should have did it. But I'm going to leave. But as far as now that Mark Davis has done Mark Davis stuff, because he's definitely not his dad. as president? Well, it's definitely not going to be Riddick because they don't get along.
Yeah, it's not going to be Riddick.
So I don't know or care. Probably the guy from Green Bay that they were looking at, they were talking about. He does personnel and blah 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 blah. He's that guy brought in Brett Favre. That guy brought in Aaron Rodgers. That guy brought in a lot of. I like that for your president. As far as a GM, since we basically did the worst firing ever with Mayock, and I mean worst firing ever the way it was handled. First of all, it's going to be hard to find a GM because nobody wants to end up their career with Mark Davis doing that stupid stuff. So that guy Dobbs or Hobbs, which is it? Dodds. Okay. Would be all right. Head coach. I think we have our head coach. The problem is we're going to go down the stupid route and gut this from the top down. As far as Carr, coach and the new GM are going to decide that, but let him play out his contract. Get Davante Adams in the offseason, and maybe Carr will restructure. I don't see why we would want to get rid of Carr. I think we just need to give him more stuff of what he needs. We gave him a defense and destroyed the offensive line in doing so, therefore not making him better, even though he got better. So let him play. Give Davante Adams his bag, get Carr out there, and get some seasoned offensive linemen. I don't want guys out of college. There's a DT I'd love to have, a defensive tackle I would love to have out of Georgia. This kid, what's his name?
Davis.
Jordan Davis.
Yeah.
6'6", 340, and when he's on the field, he runs the line. You got him, Phylon, Yannick, and Max. That's some scary stuff. Like, we would be the best defensive line in the NFL. You get that kid, okay? Get a couple of coverage linebackers, trade everything else away, and we're gold. And we'll have picks for next year like crazy. There it is. That's my plan to make this team Super Bowl ready.
Okay. Now, is that how cap friendly is that? Because again, when you bring Davante Adams in the equation and giving him a large contract, I'm sorry, I am like really hating life with my eyes right now. That's the money that needs. That's a lot of money, and I don't know whether that is even feasible with our cap. Now, remember, Carr is on basically a $20 million contract, so you're not going to be able to extend him. If you get Davante Adams, you got to put money into Max Crosby.
Right, but Davante Adams wants his bag. Okay,
yeah,
give him the bag. We got $63 million right now. Carr will negotiate to go down lower to keep playing with Davante Adams. He will. He's not going to. He doesn't care about money. He's made it very clear. Max, pay him, respect him. Waller, give him a little bump up. You know what I mean? You're going to have to sign Hunter. The rest of these guys, wait a minute. When do you have to re-sign Hunter Renfrow? After the end of that next season, right?
Yeah. I would do it early.
Yeah.
I would do it early.
You know, let me say, if you get Davante Adams in, Carr would probably take less than $20 million. He doesn't care. He wants to win. He doesn't care.
Okay.
Would I accept Rich B as our assistant coach if we hired Jim Harbaugh as a head coach? Give him a raise. Give him a raise. The man earned it. Okay? If he doesn't get it, offer him a raise. Then when Harbaugh comes in, just go, here's a scoop. Bisaccia is staying on special teams. He's your assistant. And you can bring in your own OC. And if you don't have a better DC than Bradley, then he's staying. There you go.
Okay. And again, that's the other question is that if you get Jim Harbaugh, you are likely to get Vic Fangio, who's a 3-4 guy. And somebody was also in here saying that Jordan Davis fits the 3-4, not the 4-3. So
Okay, but Fangio's a hybrid 3-4. He's not a full 3-4. Our guys would work. The guys we have would work. And a matter of fact, Cleveland Farrell would actually play better.
okay. All right. All right. Well, as always, it's always a pleasure to see you and your wonderful missus in the background.
What are you doing Monday night, Cap?
Don't know.
Well, see, here's the thing. Raider Joe, who I work with on our show called Dos Pendejos in a Chat Room, is going to be busy for the next 8 weeks. So I'm going to be bringing in guest pendejos. And I was wondering if you'd be interested Monday night. I'll do it at 9 because I know that's better for your schedule.
Okay. Yeah, I'd love to be a guest pendejo.
Okay, so I will do that Monday night. I'll send over the invite and do the thumbnail and stuff. But I'm going to have to, listen, I just want to give a shout out to somebody who's probably not even here, but his name is Gravy at Top Shelf Oils. He sent me for free. He sent me a beard kit. Now, I bought one, a cheap one from Walmart for $29. It was trash. This guy sent me one. Oh, my God. This thing feels softer than a bunny's butt.
A bunny's pendejo.
A bunny's poodle. This guy's got some nice products, bro. You need to talk to this guy because this beard stuff he put on. I'm serious. This thing's like soft. I can't stop. I gotta stop. But the guy has got great product, and his name's Gravy at Top Shelf Oils, and dude, this stuff's nice.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the plug, and we'll try to get with him. And Valerie Lynn says for you to have a great night as well.
Hey, good night, Valerie.
Valerie Lynn.
Right, Valerie Lynn.
Yeah, said that for you to have a great night. I haven't seen Vicky yet, so maybe we'll see Vicky. Hopefully we'll have Vicky on.
Hey,
and
Bugsy,
again,
respect to you too, man.
Yeah.
And Ed Winchell, I would love it if you would come on.
Yeah, Ed's good to go.
I would love to have Ed Winchell on one of our Chronicles shows.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, we're old school. We're the OG, but he is of the ancient order. Okay, we pay homage to Ed. Okay, so
he's a Jedi Knight.
Oh, big Jedi. Like he's like we may be like Master Windu or Obi-Wan. He's like Yoda.
Okay, so Ed Yoda Winchell. Okay, I see. We just tagged you with the name. Just tagged you with the name. And again,
Raider Yoda.
Great seeing you again. I got ONT6 Soldier. I got Gerald talking Cowboys, and Raider Mode is coming on in a little bit as well. But again, hit me up. Make sure that you remind me for Monday that I
will, brother.
Duly situated for Monday. Andrew, Doc, I'm okay. I have like some sort of eye migraine, so it's like my eyes are really bothering me right now, and it happens occasionally, but there's really nothing I can do about it. So I'll be hating life for the next hour and 35 minutes. But that's just the way it is.
So. All right, Skipper. Well, I'm going to hang around for a while, and then I'll probably jump ship at 10 o'clock and go crash because, well, I'm old like you.
Yeah.
All right. I will talk to you again soon, brother.
All right. Hey, good seeing you, brother. Always a pleasure.
Good night.
Good night. That's OG Daniel. I love OG Daniel. My brother from another mind. We coming in now with ONT6 Soldier. Gerald Wisniewski is up next, talking Cowboys, and then Raider Mode is in after him. Remember, if you want to come into the show tonight, I will put up the link again. And remember, we are on Roku. So I have to do this. You are watching on Roku TV. So please watch your language. And ONT6 smiles because, we're hopefully, and again, even I had I had one F-bomb last night because I was trying to get a word in edgewise. And it was hard to get a word in edgewise when I had Jack and Jason and OG, and they were all, and I'm like, SCFU. You know, it's like, or you know, because I had to get a word in because it was getting a little bit out of hand. So and that's my bad. That's my bad. Valerie Lynn, my honest situation on coaching GM, I would I don't know if the Harbaugh issue is a smokescreen. We will see. But if Dodds gets put in as the GM, I can see that it's really it's really going to be like that. Harbaugh, then bringing in Fangio, bringing in Pep Hamilton, and I can see that. But we need to make sure that we have a good area for our players because I want to reload, not rebuild. What do you got to say about that? ONT6. I'm gonna kill a bot while I'm here. So
but before I even start with, I just want to talk about Hobbs, man. I'm just real disappointed in this kid, man. Especially after at first it was Jacobs when we first went out to Vegas, and then Ruggs, and then he had a DUI first or whatever it was, and then it did it again, brother. I think he has a problem, brother. I mean, once or twice he has a problem. You know what I mean? That's why I think it's on Max and Waller right now to reach out to him. You know what I mean? Especially too after what happened to Ruggs. Derek Carr said anybody can call him. His phone was over, 24/7, 7 days a week. Any time of day, he'll be there. You know what I mean? It's just to make a mistake like that after what happened with Ruggs is inexcusable, especially after the season we had. You know what I mean? I understand it's the off season, and you want to have fun or whatever, but there's right ways about going about it. And it just
there's
sucks.
Fun, and then there's being responsible, and there's being an adult.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you play professional football, the last time I checked, everybody in professional football is an adult. And we're not saying, well, I'm only a rookie. No, you are an adult.
Yeah.
And as an adult, you need to be able to make smart decisions on what's going on.
Especially too, because even like when I was growing up, I had like OGs, that used to tell me about their mistakes and where they messed up. You know what I mean? You're supposed to learn from stuff like that and not make the same mistakes. You know what I mean? Especially you see how Ruggs just lost his whole career and his whole life after one mistake. You know what I mean? You think the light bulb
would killed somebody too?
Yeah, you don't think the light bulb would have gone off and saying, you know what, maybe I shouldn't be drinking and driving. I mean, luckily, thank God that he didn't kill nobody or anything. You know what I mean? It just sucks. You know what I mean? And and the thing is too about the only thing is I want Jim Harbaugh as the head coach, but the thing is I don't know who I want as a GM because everybody that we're interviewing has a horrible record drafting, horrible record drafting.
Throw some names out there because I haven't seen.
The guy that everybody keeps talking about, the guy from the Colts, Dobbs or whatever his name is. You know what I mean? I don't think that the Colts have a great drafting history. You know what I mean? The problem with the Raiders over the last couple of years is that we can't nail the draft. You know what I mean? It's just we hit, especially with our first round picks. It's just ridiculous at this point. You know what I mean? Year after year, wasting draft picks on these players that are supposed to be superstars or supposed to be the next great thing. And the thing is too, I'm tired of drafting players and moving to different positions too. You know what I mean? It don't work. We tried that with Lynn Bowden. We tried that with Chandler Muse. It don't work. You know what I mean? So that's why I think the next GM needs to have a great history of drafting. You know what I mean? Because that's the biggest problem we have with the Raiders, just with the draft. If we're able to nail the draft and just get a couple pieces in the offseason, I think we'll be fine. But until that actually happens, we'll see.
Okay. Again, I apologize, partner. I am really hating life with my eyes. So I might have to.
Hair cap or anything for you? You can put on or something?
No, that's Lumify. I might have to. Okay. I got some stuff here, and I used to do this. Maybe it's the weather, and I'm opening up a bottle that's new. It's old, but it's new, and I hate eye drops. I hate eye drops because I can't put them in my eyes correctly. Okay, so apologies, folks. I'm gonna take an eye drop break if I can get this done correctly.
Yeah.
But so Dodds' record at now, granted, he hasn't been the GM with the Colts. He's been like the assistant player personnel guy, correct?
Yeah, but still, if you're a player personnel and your team has a horrible draft record, what does that say about you? You know what I mean? I understand that you don't make all the decisions, but you still have input, and your opinions matter. You know what I mean? If it didn't, you wouldn't be in that position in the first place. You know what I mean? That's why I think it's a joke that we're interviewing this guy from the Bears too, with their horrible draft record too. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just think the biggest thing is that we need to get the right GM, and then go from there. But still, I don't even know who we're gonna hire as the president too. I think that's another thing we need to hire too before we even think about the head coach or anything.
I think honestly, then this is only because if you do the math and of who's been hanging out with who in a while, hopefully that'll be better for my eyes.
Yeah.
I think that Marcel Reese is going to be the president. I think Marcel Reese is going to be the president.
Yeah.
So and I have no problem with that because he's a Raider through and through, and he would do good things with that.
Yeah.
And hopefully my eyes aren't going to burn as much as it has been. So we'll see that this is a temporary fix.
Yeah.
And thank you there, SC Experience. Yeah, and Jace, I hate things in the eyes as well, man. It sucks. It sucks. So yeah, so I don't know who that guy is. I changed. See, I changed hats. Maybe I need to change hats too for better luck. I was going to say I wanted GM because I can tell you there is no GM, there is no member of player personnel across the NFL that is perfect. None of them are.
Yeah.
None of them are. And that's why people say, well, this guy is, oh my God, he's the guy. It's like, no, none of them are. None of them are.
Yeah.
And Doc Cabral says that he thinks Mark Davis is doing his Jerry Jones impersonation. I hope not. And we'll get Gerald to talk about that next. Because if anybody knows anything about Jerry Jones, Gerald does, and he's a Cowboys fan. So I want to hear from him.
Yeah, just one last thing, Pat, before I go. I just want to talk about, even if Jim Harbaugh does become head coach, I don't want Pep Hamilton as defensive coordinator at all. Because I don't think
Pep Sinosi.
I mean, what's that defensive coordinator they're talking about bringing over with him? That runs that 3-4. I don't think it's going to be a good idea at all. I don't think Max Crosby can play standing up, or Yannick. Because even Yannick used to play in that 3-4 with the Ravens, and he struggled with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't think
that's true.
The thing is, that would require us rebuilding the whole defense this offseason. You know what I mean? And I don't think I think we're a couple of players away. I don't think we need a complete rebuild on defense. You know what I mean? I think we got plenty of talent there. I just think Gus Bradley's not using it to his strengths. But we'll see what happens this offseason. But thanks for having me on the show, Cap. I hope everything goes good with you. God bless and everybody have a good day.
All right. Well, thanks, Gerald. Again, I appreciate you dealing with me in my eyes.
That's all good, brother. I hope that everything's all right.
I don't like to do that on camera, but it still sucks. But what you gonna do?
All right, good. Hope it gets better, brother. Have a good one.
Hey, thanks again, partner. Thanks for coming in and appreciate your support. And remember, by the way, put your comments after the show in the comments section. Who you want as head coach? Who you want as general manager? And the third one, and this one's important, okay? Do you want Carr on a year? Do you want him extended for 3? Because I ain't giving him more than 3. I ain't doing that if I'm GM. So Carr plays out his option. And remember, you could put what do you call it? You could franchise tag him. It's been done before. Kirk Cousins played 2 years on a franchise tag. Dak Prescott played a year on a franchise tag. And I know Gerald knows about that. So, or do you want to trade him for high value and then go roll with it until 2023 and get a quarterback? Okay. So I'm gonna bring in Gerald. I can't wait to have you on, brother. This is Gerald Wisniewski, a Cowboys fan. Good to see you, shipmate. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, Captain. How about yourself?
Not bad, not bad. So now, Gerald, I know you're a Cowboys fan. I know that you've been on Bears show before
Yeah, I
with
have.
Raider Bear, and I haven't heard from you a bit. So talk to me, catch me up on what's been going on with you.
I just been trying to stay healthy and keep the wife in line. That's a full-time job.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure she says the same thing about you.
Yeah. No, but I think the biggest problem in Dallas right now, and I know a lot of Cowboy fans, even Raider fans, are going to agree with me on this, is Jerry Jones.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's the biggest issue. Now, with the Mike McCarthy situation, Jerry Jones says he's not happy with Mike McCarthy, and he doesn't see McCarthy coming back next year.
Jerry Jones said this?
Yes.
Wow. Now, so if the boss who handles the purse strings says he doesn't see Mike McCarthy coming back, that means that basically, hey, Mike, pack up your office.
Well, we all know that Jerry talks a big game, but he doesn't deliver.
Okay, so you think it's just huff and puff right now?
Yeah, I think Jerry's just upset and mad because they lost to the 49ers.
Uh-huh. Okay.
But
okay.
now with Dak, he's been with the Cowboys 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Out of 7 years, what has he done for us? Nothing. He had a chance to win the big game. He had a chance to win a playoff game against the 49ers, and he blew it.
Okay, but wait, now I still haven't seen the play in question, but I heard about it, and that is a call from the sidelines. That is a call from Kellen Moore. Okay.
Yes, but Dak.
If you have a quarterback sneak, and you get that, and he slid, right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
with Dak being a quarterback, he could have easily called an audible. Says, "Look, we're not going to do the quarterback sneak. We're going to either pass it or give it to Zeke or Tony and let them run it."
Okay, and Pollard would have been a better option at that point. I don't know whether he was on. I did not see the play, so I don't know if Tony Pollard was on the field.
No, he wasn't.
Time. Okay. Well, then that is an issue with Kellen Moore.
Yes, but then again, the head coach can override what the OC says.
True. But I think that I would imagine, and again, maybe McCarthy was trying to do clock management and making sure that everybody else was squared away. Okay, because he was doing his diligence as a head coach, giving Kellen Moore the responsibility of play calling into the play. So you have a play, and again, people are saying, why are they doing that? I get it. You run a quarterback sneak, okay. If you run a quarterback sneak, then maybe it behooves Dak not to run so far down, to slide a little bit quicker to save, because at that time, saving time is more of a positive than saving or getting extra yards. Correct?
Yes, and what Dak should have did was he should have slid out of bounds and not inbounds.
Gotcha. Okay, I agree. And then they were saying, and they were blaming the refs on the spot. And I got Ref Guru in here for NFL Nation Live. So if they're gonna blame the ref, okay, I know that Ref Guru, aka David, will talk to you about this. It's not up to the referee to do. I mean, it is up to the referee to do what he was supposed to do, but from what I understand, the player screwed up by not presenting him the ball. He needed to present the referee the ball so that the ref could spot it and put it into play.
That's what happened.
That's not on the ref or the guy who spots the ball. It's on the person to grab the ball, put it in play, and then the clock ran out. but the center was over the ball, and that's not possible. Okay, yeah, sorry, the umpire was the ball. There you go.
Now, let me ask you a question there, Captain Jack.
Okay.
Let's say if you were an owner, let's say if you were an owner of a team, and your quarterback comes out and says, I condone what the fans did by throwing stuff at the referees. How would that make you feel as an owner that your player said that?
I condone what the fans did by throwing stuff at the referee?
Yes, that's what Dallas Cowboy fans did. After the 49er game, the fans started throwing stuff, throwing bottles, cans, trash at the referees.
Okay, and I'm trying to remember. I don't condone means that you don't agree with it. So you're saying that I agree with the fans throwing stuff onto the field.
That's what Dak said. Dak said he agrees with the fans throwing stuff on the field. Now, if you were an owner of a team and your quarterback says, I was okay with...
I have no problem. Dak Prescott, have no problem with the fans throwing crap on the field.
Exactly. Now, would you cut him or would you suspend him?
Well, I'm reading he got fined. If he is your quarterback and he's that important, I would say I would go with the fine. I wouldn't suspend him, or I would suspend him for maybe a portion of the preseason or something as a message. Hey, you're not going to play the first preseason game, even though it's a slap on the wrist, because you're not supposed to do that much anyway, especially if you're a quarterback that's been in the league for 8 years. It's no skin off your nose, but you got to have some sort of punishment that is out there that people know you screwed up. Okay, you got fined, and if you got fined by the NFL, then I would fine you on top of the NFL. So that the NFL fines you, and then I fine you as the owner. So you get a double fine and then some sort of suspension showing that, hey, you screwed up, and this is what we're going to do about it.
See, that's no problem. There's no discipline in Dallas.
That's true.
When Jimmy Johnson was there, Jimmy was a hell of a head coach. The team had discipline. Jimmy told him, look, it's either my way or the door. Okay. But with Mike, how come you think Mike McCarthy was cut from the Packers? He's not that disciplinary type coach.
Okay, and Richie Riche is my Broncos fan. Richie Riche, this is Gerald Wisniewski, who is a Cowboys fan. Gerald, Gerald, virtual meeting.
Hey, Richie.
I would not fine him, nor would I bench him, not give him an option. He either speaks to the team about why he said what he said was bad, or he gets benched again. Okay, I can see that as well. I can see that as well.
Here's what I would tell Dak. I'd be like, look, you're getting fined, you're getting benched, and if you do it again, I'm trading you.
Do you really want to trade a commodity like Dak Prescott?
Dak, again, look what he's done for us. $40 million a year. And he has not done nothing. He can't beat teams with over 500. Teams that are plus 500, he cannot beat them.
Okay. Now, what are your thoughts on next year? Okay. McCarthy, and like I said, Dan Quinn is gone. I'm pretty sure Dan Quinn is going to be going to the Broncos. And I think you're going to lose an asset right there.
Dan Quinn said he's not leaving Dallas. He came to Dallas. He came to Dallas for the opportunity to build a defense, and he loves being in Dallas.
Okay, that's news to me. But no, I'll take, because you're more up on your team than I am, obviously. Okay, so Dan Quinn stays. So that means that now Dan Quinn and Kellen Moore both had interviews with the Broncos. So you're saying that if anybody goes, it's going to be Kellen Moore.
more than likely it's going to be more.
Okay. So Richie Riche, there you go, Richie Riche. I want you, and I know he will probably come in later on when his daughter is asleep, because I gotta wait until he comes in later on when his kids are asleep. Okay. And as a Broncos fan, he will talk about that. Remember, as well, I'm going to put this out there. Please put in the comments section, not in the live chat. I mean, you can put it in the live chat. You can put it in the live chat, but in the comments section after the show, your top 3 choices for Raiders coach. And Gerald, you could put in your top 3 choices for Dallas. I'm gonna let you do that. So you can do that. Whether you want to keep McCarthy or what do you want to see on from that. So your option will be that.
I'm going to say this right now. I watched a little bit. Well, I did watch the Raider playoff game. That coach that y'all have filling in now, the interim head coach.
Yes.
I think he should be given the opportunity to become the head coach for at least 2 to 3 years to see what he can do, because he took a team that John Gruden messed up. True. John Gruden messed up the Raiders. He took y'all to the playoffs. Now, to me, that sounds of a good head coach.
I think so as well.
You know, I say give him tell him, look, you got 2 to 3 years to get us to the Super Bowl, or even get us to the AFC Championship game. If you can't do it, you're gone.
Okay. Well, be sure to put that in your, like I said, after the show, if you can, put it in the comments section. I think that Rich Bisaccia deserves to be the head coach. And by the way, I think this is how we deal with the Dallas problem. So this way I know it's you, if you don't mind.
No, and I do not think that Moore is going to get the head coaching job in Dallas.
Okay. See, they're
I think it's going to be Dan Quinn's going to become the new head coach of the Cowboys.
Okay, and Dan Quinn is a fantastic guy. I think he definitely is better than McCarthy.
Well, the reason why Atlanta cut him is because after they won at Super Bowl, they had one bad year. I mean, after they blew that Super Bowl, they had one bad year. You can't blame a coach for having one bad year.
No, and it was like I said, and I admit it. The reason why the Falcons lost the Super Bowl, it wasn't on the Falcons. And my buddy, who's in here right now, Andrew, he sent me a picture of Bill Belichick looking like the world had just crapped all over him. And I sent back, as soon as he said, I giggled and laughed about that picture. And I was giddier than a schoolgirl. And then because I did that, I jinxed him. So right after that was when the Patriots started coming back. So it's not on the Falcons. It's on me. I am the reason why that the Patriots won that Super Bowl, and Doc Cabral even knows that. So we'll see that.
I don't know if you watch many Cowboy games, but you can tell that last year our defense they were bottom of the sludge pond.
Yeah.
I mean, we couldn't stop a pit bull with a rabbit in its mouth last year. But now, since Dan Quinn came in, our defense has gotten a little better.
Yeah, and you actually had Micah Parsons fall in your lap, which really was good for you as well.
Yes, and then we had the Diggs too that is stepping up his game.
Yeah, and and he's hit or miss. He's going to get you an interception, but he's also going to let one go by him.
And that's everybody. That's every quarterback in the NFL. You can't catch them all.
You can't? Come on, Gerald. No, I'm kidding with you, brother. But hey, Gerald, I'm going to let you go, partner. I appreciate you coming in. It's a pleasure to have you on. I got two more people coming in. I got Raider Mode and Dirty Raider coming in after you. Thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure. Tell all your buddies that, like I said, this is a Raider-centric channel, but it's not only Raider, because I got a Steelers guy that comes in every show.
Okay. And
All right.
next time if I'm on and I get the notification, I jump on.
Sure, you got it, man. Make sure you hit the bell and make sure you get the vibration sounds, because allegedly that means you're going to get the notifications. Now, I honestly, on Friday, normally I don't do a show, but I had to do a show that I didn't do on Tuesday. Normally my shows are Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday.
Okay.
Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday normally. But I did. But if I want to, I'll pop in when I can. But it's always good hearing from you, brother. Thanks for coming in.
Oh, not a problem. And thanks for having me.
You got it, man. You take care as well, like I said, and power be with you for Jerry Jones as your owner, brother.
Oh God. I can't wait till he sells the team.
That ain't happening, man. That ain't happening.
Hey, I can wish.
For him to sell the team, he would have to do something stupid like Jerry Richardson in Carolina. And that's another reason why I think that there are emails that have not been seen. Because you can't tell me that Jerry Jones is squeakier than clean, that Dan Snyder doesn't have things going on. You already know that Robert Kraft likes to do rub and tugs. There are owners that have all of these different things going on, right? So you know that there's stuff in emails, and they only have 3 Gruden emails? Come on, man. Come on, man.
I think there's more going on, and the NFL is just sweeping it under the rug.
Exactly. And unfortunately, I don't condone what Gruden did, but schmuck. That's
I don't agree what John R. Myers did. I don't agree with that.
And here, I'll let you out with this. Bob Kraft loves happy endings. I like that.
You take care.
All right. Good seeing you, Gerald. You be well, partner.
You too.
All right. That's Gerald Wisniewski, who's my Cowboys fan. I got Raider Mode coming in next. I got Dirty Raider following him. And I got Rafael El Capitan Jason Montillo following up after Dirty. We're gonna pop over to Raider Mode. Like I said, Dirty's on deck. Raider Mode, how you doing, brother? What's going on?
I'm doing good.
Talk to me. What and remember, I want people in the comments section. Now, like I said, the running the running chat, that's fine. But in the comments section after the show, okay, your top 3 choices in order for head coach, your 3 choices for general manager, and the final one is, what do you want Carr to do this year? 1 year, play out his contract. 2, get extended. 3, trade him. Or 4, like I said, roll with another quarterback this year if you do trade him, and then go in 2023 and get a quarterback.
Well, here's what I see, Captain. If we keep Rich and make him the permanent head coach, I see us keeping Derek for another 3 seasons. Because I could tell that Rich already built a relationship with Derek and all the other players. It's very well known that all the players have actually been putting in their input for Rich and stating that they want him as the head coach.
Okay.
With Jim Harbaugh, it's pretty well known that he'll stick to whatever is there, and if he does not like what he sees, he's gonna change the dynamic. He's gonna change what he believes should happen and what he believes should be going on for the years to come.
Yeah, and Jim Harbaugh is more of he's like Gruden 2.0, or actually this point would be Gruden 3.0, because Gruden 2.0 was what we had last time. He would be Gruden 3.0 in the fact that he loves a running game. He loves 3 yards in a cloud of dust. He loves a bang out football with a quarterback that is smart with the ball, and then go with it that way. I do like that aspect of it, but I also know the fact is that he's not as conservative as John Gruden, so he will go for it a little bit more often than John Gruden. So I don't mind the concept of a strong running game with a passing game over the top as you can, okay? But what I want is I hate that conservative crap. And that's why I get on Gus Bradley, because if you know you're going to run a 3 safety, was it a back 3? I can't. Was it Tampa 3 or whatever, or whatever the hell the defense is with 3 safeties, and you don't blitz. That's not one to go after it. Okay.
No, and I'm a defensive guy. I play defensive line myself, and literally, when I talk to my defensive coordinators, I let them know. I'm like, hey, this is what I'm seeing. Let me go for the kill. Let me get off my leash and let me just take off.
Okay. Now, why aren't you trying out for the Raiders then, brother?
I have no college experience, Cap.
That's okay. Hey, Otis Sistrunk didn't either. But I know today is 2020, and that was 1960s and 70s. I get it.
It's very different nowadays. Heck, I remember a semi-pro team out in California. They're called the Alameda Knights. And supposedly their owner knew a few people from the Raiders organization, and he actually got his players scouted to be on practice squads.
Okay.
So there's always that possibility.
Hey, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So, and this way I would have, if you make the squad, you make the roster, then I would have a buddy that would be able to upgrade my tickets.
Definitely.
I know I would be in line behind your cousin and your other cousins and your other cousins and your other cousins. But once we get the family out of the way, maybe about 100 people down, then maybe I would be on that list. Okay, so I can deal with that. So now I got to ask you, like I said, you answered the car question or the head coach question yet? And make sure you do it after the show as well in the comments section.
Oh,
you want to keep Rich? You want Harbaugh?
My heart is telling me Rich. Why? Because he's a player guy. That's one thing. He trusts in his players. He believes in them and their ability. So I'm gonna go with Rich.
Okay.
Do I think we should keep Gus? I think we should be looking for another coordinator.
I want an upgrade. I do.
There's quite a bit of really good defensive coordinators out there, and I think we should pick up whoever we could get.
Okay. And Jason, wasn't that old head coach a players coach as well? I agree, Jason. Players coach. And so Richie can keep his player in line and hold them accountable. That's going to
be a tough accomplishment.
I want to see what even though Bisaccia is only interim right now and he hasn't been let go yet, I want to hear from Rich Bisaccia as to his thoughts about Hobbs screwing up. That's what I want to hear. Because if he wants the job, I want to have a statement from him saying he screwed up, especially after all that we've gone through this year with Tina Tintor dying and Henry Ruggs throwing his career away. And then I have a DUI 2 weeks ago, and then I'm going 110. I don't know. I don't know, man. So, okay. So again, if
Rich isn't that type of guy to be stern at least try to find another coach who is going to be that stern. Like, not as in head coaching wise, but I mean like as another coordinator who's going to be stern like that.
Oh yeah, agreed. You got to have good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
Okay. Mode. Good hearing from you, brother. Make sure you hit on the comments section. I want to hear all you. I want to hear all your thoughts. Okay. After
Yes,
the
sir.
show, make sure you pop in the comment section and do that.
Yes, sir.
All right. Take care, shipmate.
You as well.
All right. That's Raider Mode. We got Dirty coming in next, and then Raphael is coming up next. Jason Dean, if you want to pop in, I got some lineups, man. I said if you want to come in, I said I got Dirty up. I got Dirty up now. Dirty ready to go, brother? Okay, Dirty's ready to go. Dirty, what you got going on, bro? Up. You're muted. Wait a second. Okay, there you go.
That
Now
better.
you're unmuted. What's going on, man?
What's up, Cap? How you doing?
I'm good. What's up?
Oh, nothing much, man. Nothing much. Getting ready for my show at 10. Figure I'd come here and give you some love. That's all.
I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. I said I will be here for a bit, and I will pop over. Now you're on tonight. Anybody else on tonight?
Not to my knowledge. I know I got the late show. So
Okay.
yeah.
Now, didn't you tell me that Docs was doing like a 15-hour show?
Yeah, he postponed it. He postponed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because again, I didn't want to miss it, and I was going to pop in. Yeah, Richie, it's 10 p.m. Eastern, so it's probably in another hour.
Nah, it's 10 p.m. West.
10 p.m. West. Dude, I'll be asleep.
I know you will. I got the late night show. Hey, Cap, you know I'm real raunchy, so I have to be on late night.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And again, trust me, I would love to be there. I will be there in spirit. If you ever want me to, like, if you want me to have like a hot take, get with me and I will record something and send it to you.
Most definitely.
If there's something that you want and you want me to do, I will. I will record it before I go to bed. And Ant 559 says, "What's the link?" Make sure you go find. It's Dirty Raider.
Dirty Raider.
And it's spelled DYRTI. DYRTI. Dirty Raider. Make sure you pop over and see Dirty Raider. I would, but I'm old.
Yeah, we are a little raunchy, so I am going to be the late night show for Raider Nation Monday through Friday, 10 o'clock till probably 2 a.m. We usually do about 4 hours.
Wow, man. Power to you, man. Power
Thank
to you. And like maybe over the summer, it is Friday, but I've had a long day.
I understand. I definitely understand.
Yeah.
No, but just to comment on the 3 questions that you asked.
I want to hear your responses in the comments after the show.
I will.
You're not gonna. Hey, yeah. Well, I already said it on the show, man. I'm not gonna.
No. I got it. Once the show ends, yeah, I got no problem typing after that.
Okay, got it, brother.
I got it. So, what order did you want them in?
Well, it didn't have to be. It just your. I mean, there's 3 things. Okay, you don't have to do them in any particular order, but it's like who you want as the Raiders head coach in order. Like, give me a couple, like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4.
Well, I don't want Versace. I can tell you that off the bat. I'm good on Versace. What's up with you, Jason? I'm good on Versace. He has this laid back demeanor, and we lost Henry Ruggs because of his laid back demeanor, and now we're getting ready to lose a Nate Hobbs for his laid back demeanor. It means you have no control over your team. You know what I mean? So for me, that's a red flag because you're in Las Vegas where it's called Sin City for a reason. You know? So, and this was one of the reasons that the NFL was so taken back about even letting the team go to Vegas because they had a fear of this. Now, we had nothing to fear when John Gruden was in office because he's a disciplined head coach. You know what I mean? He's a no-nonsense. He doesn't play, you know? Thank you, OG. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I was gonna
So
say I saw that last night when I popped into Docs for a little bit. The gentleman that did that, man, friggin' awesome.
yeah, Prez did that. Digital Prez did that. Did my logo for me. That's my nephew. Not my real nephew, but my young cat. You know what I mean? And
Gotcha.
his
Well,
his turnaround is spectacular. Cap, his turnaround is spectacular. He actually got that to me in less than 24 hours.
I would never impose upon D for anything, but if he ever gets bored, because I don't believe I know him. Unfortunately,
Prayer.
I don't believe I know him. So if you hear from him to say that, hey, I was very impressed with his stuff because Docs was saying that he does all your tags and other things. Well, for Docs as well, he does tags and
He
things
does
like
doc
that.
tags. Yeah,
Trust me.
he's working on my intro right now. It should be I should have it tonight. He says I should have it tonight. He
Nice.
redid my intro for me. So
Okay.
yeah, I think everybody's gonna really like that. I think everybody's gonna really like it. I got a surprise at the end of my intro. So I think everybody's gonna really enjoy it.
Oh man, see, you bastard, you're making me possibly stay up. But it is on YouTube, so if I don't get to it, I can see it later
You
on.
can
That's the one
rewatch
good
it
thing
later.
about YouTube. And remember, we are on Roku TV. I got to do this because I love you, Dirty, but I just need to make sure that, and not that you've ever done it, I don't think yet.
I
I know
watched
I
my
did last night. I did last night.
I
I
watched my
dropped it.
yeah.
I dropped it. You are watching on Roku TV. Please make sure if you like what you see, obviously, Captain Jack Rackham, we got Northeast Streaming Sports Stream. That is what you find on Roku TV, Northeast Streaming Sports. Great channels, lots of good content there from guy. Like I said, I love my boy Sneaky G. Sneaky G is a Giants fan who lives in Dallas.
Okay.
I crap you not, okay? Who does really good content. There's other guys, Mac and Jack Sports. There's Philly Sports Guy who was with me the other day. He's got good content on there. There's a couple other guys whose names escape me. There's some European guys on there as well. So we do sports all around the globe. Northeast Streaming Sports. Please find us on Roku TV and tell them Captain Jack sent you. So there you go. That's my announcement. So there you go.
Cool deal. Cool deal. That works for me. Yeah, but back to the coaching thing real quick. So I don't want Versace. I wanted Harbaugh, but reading and I mean just sit back listening, reading some of these articles and some of this stuff. I don't think it's gonna be Harbaugh. I think we might end up with like a Todd Bowles or something like that. A lot of people say Eric Bieniemy doesn't have a shot, but the reality of the situation is Mark Davis does give people second chances. Eric Bieniemy's case is what it is. It was a long time ago. It was a stupid mistake, and I believe the man has learned from it. He's earned as a shot as at least a interview as head coach.
Yeah, I give him that.
So, and the man's old now. You know what I mean? It's not like he's 22 or 23 anymore. He's in his 50s. So he's got Kansas City over there playing great ball. So I think we might end up with an Eric Bieniemy, a Todd Bowles. They might take a chance on a Brian Leftwich, but I just don't think it's Harbaugh, because if it was Harbaugh, we would have offered already.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't want Byron Leftwich, and because I honestly don't think. I mean, and I won't swear on my show because I won't swear on my show. Okay. By the way, that is my Facebook for you, Gerald. You were trying to find me on Facebook. I go ahead and I put that down. Oh, Eric Bieniemy interviewed for Denver today. Ooh. And there you go, Gerald. That's my Captain Jack. That's my profile. And then also I have a page. I got a page as well. Now, and like you made a good you made a good statement that Mark gives people second chances.
He does.
He does, and
He,
it would have. But see, it would have to be. It would have to be. I think it would have to really. You'd have to really just blow it out of the park. Okay, you'd have to blow it out of the park in order to win. Because again, I just I don't think that I don't think that I just give what is it? I'm trying to think what I'm trying to say. I think that it's more Reed than it is Eric Bieniemy. I really think that it kind of like the same thing with Byron Leftwich. It's more of who he has a quarterback than who he is personally. And I think that if the I just somebody would have to tell me or show me more of what Bieniemy has done in abeyance of what Andy Reid has done.
how long has Eric Bieniemy been there in Kansas City?
He's been there for like the near the entire time that Andy Reid
Almost
has
the
been
entire time, right?
there. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, you know, a lot of it goes on. A lot of it goes on Patrick Mahomes. You know,
Right.
truthfully, a lot of it does go on Patrick Mahomes. His ability to create outside of a play breaking down. You know, you have to take that into consideration. But the enemy is the one who has them in the right situation. You know what I mean? If you look at I don't really watch a whole lot of Chiefs games, but the games that I do watch, Andy Reid spends a lot of time talking to the enemy.
Right.
You know what I mean? He spends a lot of time talking to the enemy. That only leads me to believe that the enemy has some say so. And if you
Okay.
have some say so, then it goes 50-50 because we don't technically know who's doing what. So we call it 50-50. And if it's called 50-50, then that means they're both excelling, you know, at coaching. So I
Okay.
believe the man's put in enough time as a offensive coordinator to at least, I mean, if Denver's giving him an interview for a head coaching job, why can't we?
No, I agree. I agree. I
You
mean,
know?
if and here's the other thing about a division opponent giving an interview for somebody that's in the division is like, oh my God, that's addition by subtraction. You're taking away a good portion of
Mhm.
Andy Reid's brain trust out of Kansas City, and you're making your team better in theory. In theory.
Yeah,
So
in theory. I
I
mean,
can see
because
that.
the question would arise is why would you want to face Eric Bieniemy and Andy Reid 4 times a year?
True.
You know, why would you want to face both of, you know, I mean, both of them twice a year separate? You had to face them together once and you couldn't beat them. Now you're going to tell me you got to separate the two and now you got to face both of them twice?
Yeah, that's a
That's going
bit.
to be hard for you. So you might as well bring him in and give him an interview. It behoves your franchise to bring him in because you're struggling against Kansas City. You're not struggling against Denver. You're struggling against Kansas City. So if you can bring in someone who knows Kansas City, which is what you technically built your team to beat, because that's what Mayock and Gruden kept saying. Oh, we're building our team to compete against Kansas City. It's our rival. It's the team that we can't get over the hump with. So I would say bring in Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah.
You know?
And Matt Marinovich is correct. Doug Peterson was the OC in Kansas City and ended up getting the Eagles job because of that. So he has good pedigree there.
Yeah, that's good. Look, anybody coming from the Coach Reid tree has pedigree. I mean, we are talking about a legend Hall of Fame coach who falls from a tree that we would all say is probably one of the greatest coaching trees ever. So If the enemy is a fruit from a tree that is probably one of the greatest trees ever to fall from, that man deserves the opportunity.
Okay.
If it ain't with us, I just believe he deserves the opportunity anywhere. But I just don't see why we would pass on him. I know his history and I know his case, but when you go back and read his case wasn't as bad. It wasn't a Ray Rice case.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't a Ray Rice case. So, I believe people earn the right to have a second chance and a second life after making mistakes in your 20s. Yeah, I mean, because everybody makes mistakes in their 20s. Should you still have to pay for them at 40 or 50? If you've learned from them, no.
I agree. Yeah. Okay. Well, and again, I'm going to make. I got Raphael coming up, and I got Jason Dean coming up because I want to make sure I give everybody the due. Trust me, I love it when Dirty's on. I love it when Dirty's on. And because by the way, I appreciate. I don't know if I told. I appreciate you shouting me out on that other show that you were on like a couple weeks ago. That made some issues. I haven't heard back from the gentleman you were talking to.
Okay.
Although he reached out to me, and I told him what's up, and I haven't heard back from him. So hopefully we are still in a good copacetic mode.
Okay.
I can give a flying foxtrot about the person above him.
I understand.
But I said the person that you were talking to that's on the show, I have no issues with, and I hope that he knows that because it's always a pleasure to hang out with him.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's one of the things we do over at my channel as well. I mean, we back content creators. You know what I mean? We definitely back content creators, and we settle beefs too. 2 nights ago we settled a beef between 2 Raider content creators. That's what we do. Now I created one with Hefe KC, but I didn't create that. He did. So that unfortunately that's not something that can be settled with words. So he knows. And I won't bring that to your show, but those are the type of things because I base my show on respect. If you give it, you get it. The minute you don't give it and you keep pushing the issue, you will be blocked, you will be banned. And if I see you, it's a problem because I'm humble, I'm quiet, and I'm very respectful. So when I ask you to chill out, I'm asking you nicely as a man, and you've passed the boundaries of being a man. So that at that point, I have to treat you like an animal, and animals don't talk. So
I can dig that. Trust me, and I appreciate that, and I give you all sorts of props as well. Like I said, I ask for respect, and I give respect 2 or 3 fold. Not because I'm old, but it's like because I think that I, as an older person with knowledge, I think I've rated it. So that's the way I ask as well. And Dirty,
now, I know all your followers aren't Raider fans, but they are welcome to come over to the basement because we're not only Raider content after 10 o'clock, we're everything content after 10 o'clock.
That's right. It might be Raider centric, but it's not only Raider specific.
Exactly.
There you go. And that's why I'm wearing my Flyer shirt.
We do a lot of talking. We do a lot of talking. Let's just say
there you go.
We do a lot of talking.
Well, Dirty, it's always a pleasure talking to you there, shipmate. And
you
thanks
as well,
for coming on, man.
You too. Thank you. Have a blessed night, sir.
You too. And I'll have to, like I said, if I don't get on tonight, talk to Prez, and then also I want to see your intro. You said that it's the end of the intro that has a surprise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think everybody's gonna like the end of the intro.
I'm digging that. Okay, well, make sure you hit Dirty Raider. That's DYRTI Raider. Dirty Raider. Great gentleman. You can tell he's a great gentleman just by the way the man holds himself up there. You can tell a lot by the way he speaks and the way he emotes and his attitude. And I like that. I like that, brother.
I try to stay calm, cool, and collective.
I try. Sometimes it doesn't work, but I try.
You know, I'm hot headed, but I try.
You got it, brother. Hey,
Thank you,
you have a
Cap.
good night. Make sure you hit up Dirty Raider 10 o'clock Pacific.
Yes, sir.
All right. Be well, shipmate.
You as well.
All right. Awesome. Awesome having him on. That's Dirty Raider. We're going to go to Raphael. I got Jason Dean after Raphael, and then I got Richie Riche, who apparently the kids are asleep now.
All right.
So I got Raphael. I got Jason Dean. I got Jason Dean up in the hole. I got Jason Dean on deck and Richie Riche is in the hole. And that might be the end of the show. Depends on how long we all talk. But Raphael, how you doing tonight? What's going on, brother?
Hey, I'm very good right now because right now it is another day at snowing in Charlotte, North Carolina. But I gotta say very quickly, and I want to say clear about the future of Las Vegas Raiders.
Okay, I'm all ears, man. I am all ears. Let's go.
Okay. So listen, I would love to keep Rich Biscaccia, which is a perfect Italian nickname. I would love to put Rich Biscaccia for at least 2 seasons because it's just like a time for process. And each time they have to go to renovate the team, whatever it takes. Because after the departure, after John Gruden, controversy about that. So let's make clear our organization because we're not gonna waste our time beating this nightmare right now. But I would love to keep Rich Biscaccia for at least 2 seasons. And some people told that Jim Bargnall is gonna be the next big thing with the Las Vegas Raiders, but I would love to say no. I would love to keep Rich Biscaccia because he had the brain, he got the knowledge, and right now it is the perfect time to see Rich Biscaccia for at least 2 seasons. And I would love to keep another 2 seasons with the quarterback Derek Carr because a lot of fans, they want to hate him. A lot of fans, they want to love him, but I would love to continue as the quarterback for the Las Vegas Raiders for at least 2 seasons. And yes, for me, it's just like the most underrated quarterback because as long as I can far my knowledge right now, he had the speed, he got the ability, he got everything that the quarterback doesn't. And right now he's the top 10, actually in the modern era. We can talk about Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady, but the most underrated and the most respectful quarterback that we saw everything is Derek Carr. And I would love to keep them for at least 2 seasons until, he's going to say, hey, I'm going to retire because, it is another chapter and it was going to be because I know he's been a long time, his team right now, but I think it's the perfect time to, not passing the torch to say, hey, Derek Carr is the best man. He's the man right now.
Okay. All right. And remember, if you can, after the show, go into the comments section. And if you can, please put your thoughts in the comments section because I like to have it on the shows what people are thinking and what people are commenting on because it gets out there and people know that we are interactive, not just in the show. We are interactive after the show as well. And it's good to see with you on that. And Ed Winchell agrees with you. Plus another couple of years for Carr. And again, we got him under contract, so he's going to be there a year.
Yes.
It's what we do with him after that. That is the context. And you want to keep Rich Biscaccia.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love to keep Rich Biscaccia for 2 seasons because it is the perfect time to let's make clear that organization and let's make that happen. Because we're not going to waste another time to see, the fumbles, the plays, and also those controversial games between Cincinnati Bengals with a flag and that, touchdown that doesn't belong. But I would love to see another seasons with Rich Biscaccia because he had that knowledge. And right now, it's time to make it the process. To say one by little, say, hey, we can do this because what else is it can play about it? Let's see the good things. Let's see the bad things. It's just like we're going to take in notes. We're going to take notes. Hey, what's going on with another season right now? in that paper right now, we just see what's going wrong, what's going good for the players, and let's see what's taking a look at the Nets game right now. So everything is gonna be good for Rich Biscaccia. Well, love to see in 2 seasons.
Okay. Okay. Well. First off, I'm glad that Sarah has recovered from COVID-19.
Oh yes.
I'm glad you're feeling better, Sarah. I didn't realize you were down with that, honey. So again, thank you for blessings to you and your health being better. Okay, blessings to be your health. And then Richie Riche is, my goodness, he's got his windows open in minus 23 degrees weather. Rich, I love you, but put a friggin' sweater on and close the windows.
Oh yes,
Okay.
I got mine, and well, I know it's very snowy because right now it's minus 2 degrees, but well, I would love to experiment with the snow because I had a really good time with my family, but well, it is what it is.
Okay. Now, Raphael, like I said, I said, please, at the end of the show, please put it into the comments, your thoughts. I appreciate having that as well. So thank you for coming in here. It's always a pleasure. So I say,
Yes.
mi amigo, cuídate y tiene bueno noche más por ti. I know that's kind of screwed up Spanish, but you know what I'm trying to say to you. Have a blessed evening for the rest of your evening and more evenings. So y noche más.
All right. So, que tengas muy buenas noches, Capitán Jack. And of course, el Capitán Rafucho se despide. And I will see you there next time. Well, between me and Captain Jack, because right now, even though I'm bilingual, I'm speaking English and Spanish, so Captain Jack, it's always much pleasure. And well, I just wanted to say it. Let's go Raiders. Well, for the next season. And well, and I just thought that I would love to learning about the sport of hockey because it's you're using Philadelphia Flyers this time because I would love to learn about the hockey sports.
Yeah, I tell you what, the Flyers are a team. Now they suck this year. I'll admit that, but as a true fan, I keep with my team. I've been a Flyers fan since 1972. So how many years is that? Like 50 years, something like that. So I've been a Flyers fan for 50 years, and I stick with my team. So I am not this fair weather fan. They're a fun team to watch. They're a fun team to watch. And anytime you want to talk, myself and Jimmy Farrell, who was talking, and again, Jimmy Farrell was talking about Clark Gillies, who was a Islanders great in the 70s. He just found out that Clark Gillies is dead. So my blessings to the Clark Gillies family. Condolences, because he was a great player for the Islanders, a really fantastic hockey player.
Good.
So condolences go out to from me as a sports guy to Clark Gillies and his family. But anytime you want to talk hockey, man, there you go.
All
and
right.
Robert Hawk said it as well, man. The Hurricanes
for Carolina, but I would love to learn about the hockey's game. But well, it's always a pleasure, Captain Jack. So much love and respect.
Okay, well, again, always a pleasure there, shipmate. You take care and stay warm.
Yes, sir.
All right. That's Rafael Chacin Montillo. Gotta love him. I got Jason Dean Hunter. Oh, he changed his background. He's actually in his king chair. He's in his up. Your volume, brother. Nope. I can't hear you. Okay, 1 second. Nope. I can't. I can't hear you. You want to pop back and come back in? Okay. We'll try to get. We're gonna get Jason Dean in here again in a minute. I'm gonna pop him out now. I'm gonna go to Richie Riche. Richie Riche. Hey, we're both wearing orange tonight, brother.
Whoops. Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good. I said we got Jason Dean coming in a minute. Hopefully we'll get him back. So we are the Orange Beard Brothers. And like
just
you said,
I gotta go grab the door.
I'm sorry.
Just gonna grab the door. Just 1 second.
Okay. Yep. We want to make sure that we are quiet for all of the for the family. Oh yeah, the Sunkiss twins. I like that. And John Navarro, I understand that you were over COVID as well. I'm glad that you are over COVID, brother. That's good to hear. And there we go. And yeah, the Sunkist 10. So there you go. And Sarah, we'd love for you to come in. We love for you to come in. And again, remember, Sarah, and I know you put it in the comments section in the screen. You said that that you're a Gemini and you don't really no. Come in there and talk to me about what you think, and you can have a whole plethora of things going on. So you can do that. Big Daddy's in there. Hey, well, we got. I know the donkeys are here, but Richie Riche is a respected portion of the show, and I'm gonna bring Jason Dean in here as well. I gotta separate you because I don't want any conflict. Okay, Jason, did you get your volume stuff figured out? Nope, you did not get your volume stuff figured out. Damn it. Okay. Pop back out and pop back. Okay. So hopefully we'll get Jason Dean squared away. Richie, what's going on, brother?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm good. So talk to me. You said Eric Bieniemy got an interview with the Broncos today?
Yeah, he finished it up today, and he was our last interview for the head coaching carousel that's going on in Denver.
Okay, now who do you think will get it?
Who do I think will get it? I think it'll be Dan Quinn. Ultimately, I don't want Dan Quinn, but I think it'll be Dan Quinn. I think the one thing that your Cowboys guest was, well, first off, if Jerry is willing to get rid of McCarthy, I think Quinn would probably stay there as the head coach.
Right, and that's why I said I don't think you're going to get Dan Quinn if Dan Quinn ascends to the Broncos position. So what are your thoughts on Kellen Moore coming over to be the second coming of Josh McDaniel to possibly be the coach in Denver?
I don't think he's got enough experience. I don't think he's proven enough. And Denver's always had a good defense, and I don't want us to lose that. And I'm not really sure Kellen Moore appreciates a good defense because he's not necessarily used to having a good one in Dallas. His defense has improved a little bit now this year, but he hasn't truly appreciated what it's like to have a top tier defense because Dallas really hasn't had a great one. So, in my opinion, I think we need to maybe look at perhaps someone more like I like O'Connell from the Rams. Personally, and then I also like Hackett from Green Bay. I think both of those will have the proper appreciation for the right blend of things in terms of offense and defense.
And if you get Hackett, then that greases the skids for A-Rod coming in.
Yeah, and I think Hackett would likely bring in Getsy, who is the direct connection really to Rodgers there in Green Bay. Getsy's the passing game coordinator, kind of. So he's really the one that's directly interfacing with Rodgers the most. Okay.
Now, when do you think Denver will be making a decision on this?
We're actually having a group chat right now. The MHRT guys. That's the group that I'm with on YouTube, MHRT Network. So we're thinking probably Monday, maybe Tuesday might come the announcement. In our opinion.
Okay.
There seems to be some consensus around that by the group.
Okay, tell everybody I said hello. And I said, like, who the hell cares about some Raider guy saying hello? But
no, they all know who you are.
I'm being civil.
No, they all know who you are. So
is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, that's a good thing.
Okay. The way you said it's like, yeah, they all know who you are. It was your inflection. You can say a lot by how you say something, even if you say it. In such a term. So there you go. But yeah, tell them I said hi because again, it's always fun hanging out with MHRT, and you guys have always been decent to me, and I have no problem with that as well.
So where do you think you guys go?
And again, and I'm glad Ed Winchell put that. Okay, we're gonna try. Jason, I want to get this thought out, and then I'll try to get Jason back on. Okay. I don't know if it's going to be Harbaugh. I think that Harbaugh is what Mark Davis wants. But there has been like an influx of people saying that Bisaccia has the team, the team thoughts, and that's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing. Because remember, when you have a coach that is a player's coach and all the players want this coach, okay, that means that they think that maybe they can get over on the coach.
Correct. I agree with that. Yeah.
And Bisaccia he's not ramrod straight hard. He's like he's like Uncle Buck.
Right.
Okay. He's soft. He's maybe he'll pretend like he's got the what do you call it, the drill, and he's gonna drill in the Bugsy or whatever Bugs or whatever the hell the girlfriend's boyfriend was in the movie Uncle Buck. He comes off like he's gonna be strong, but he really isn't. And I don't think that, I'm not sure if that's what if the Raiders have Bisaccia as their head coach, they better have somebody very hard, a stickler. And I'm hoping that it's both on the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator side, because you got a head coach who's soft. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just true. He's not a disciplinarian. Okay. So that's just the way it is.
No, you guys, I think, in my opinion, really need that because of the fact that your location, like you have a bunch of really young guys coming in to the league, and they're making millions of dollars, or at least really good money, even on the rookie deals, and they're coming into a town that is, it's nicknamed Sin City, right? Like it's, and so you got to be really, really careful about what you're doing and all that kind of stuff. So. In my opinion, you need that disciplinarian to keep the team in line, to keep them focused, so that they don't get sidetracked by the town, so to speak. And you guys have already had some challenges.
Yeah, and like I said, Jason, you here with us?
Can you hear me?
Yay! We can hear Jason.
All right.
We got a 3-screen with Jason Dean and Richie Richey and some old dude in the middle. So how you guys doing tonight? Good to see everybody here.
How's it going, Richie?
Not bad. How are you?
I'm all right, man. Just getting over the flu. I've been sick for over a week. I know it's not COVID. I tested a few times for COVID, and it just doesn't want to come in my body. So it is what it is. But yeah, I got sick because I went up to that filthy state in Ohio. So that's why I got sick.
Yeah, well, and people were wondering, said, Cab, are you coming up to Cincinnati? And I'm like, no, it's cold.
It's a different cold than it is in Pennsylvania. I could handle PA cold. I lived there my whole life, but Ohio was different. Coming off that river, it was bad news bears. I was so cold Saturday night. I was shaking. I couldn't get warm in my hotel room. I don't know. I thought I had hypothermia. I thought that was it. I thought I was going to die in Ohio. I thought that was the end of me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, I can hack it, and that's a pun based upon what Richie Richey once as one of his guys coming in. I can hack it, but I don't want to hack it. I really don't. Like I said, if I can stay warm.
Yeah.
And you saw my video from where I was on Sunday. I was in your old stomping grounds, or the old stomping grounds where we had a good time there. So I would, like I said, I don't want to be cold, so that's why I went to where I was, and it was a lot nicer.
Yeah.
Than being freezing, and then see, I don't mind being cold if we win.
Right there, yes. It was my first playoff game. So me and my buddy down here, Johnny Cross, who's the president of DFW Raiders for Life Club in Dallas, we decided, hey, let's go. And we left Thursday night and drove up there. 18 hours I drove, and 13 hours. I'm sorry, 13. And we were there for the game. I had a lot of fun. I saw a lot of people that I haven't seen in a while, B-Row and Skull Lady and Joker. And Grim Raider, and my buddies from across the pond, Mitchell, who's from the UK, and my buddy Sean, who's from Wales. I got to see them, and that was a good thing. I was very happy to see those guys. And I'm planning a trip to go to the UK sometime this year.
Yeah, Mitch Akehurst is a great guy. He asked me if I was going, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, that's my dude. Mitchell's a great dude. He's awesome. He's such a good guy. So much fun to be around. And he's such a smart guy. Some of the words he uses, I always have to tell him, dude, I don't understand that. I'm a dummy. You got to explain things to me.
Well, see, he's got that English and Canadian highbrow education.
Yes. Like our boy Richie. Richie's the man.
Richie,
you were born to be a Raider fan. I'm just saying, man. Like we said, out of all the Bronco fans, it's you and Mary Brandon. You're the only two that I'm all right with, man.
And I'm hoping that next year, if I'm here in the States, I'm hoping that next year I go to Denver for the Raiders Denver game, and I'm hoping that I get a chance to hang out with both Mary and Richie Riche, and I will have a fabulous time.
I'm definitely planning to go to Denver because I've never been there. So I'd like to check it out. I'd like to see how it is. I want to see the hospitality I get from the Bronco Nation.
Did you just say country. Bronco Nation?
I knew you'd get a kick out of that, Captain. You know how I feel. Bronco country.
Okay. Well, it's Chiefs
I'll
Kingdom.
tell you that right now. If you use those words when you're there, it likely won't be hospitable at all.
Oh, that's mean.
But if you adapt your words just a little bit and
call them what they are, gotta like the Demon King, Richie. Everybody likes the Demon King.
Yeah,
Nobody likes Jason Dean. Everybody likes the Demon King.
Yeah, see, Raider Squid just said we got to kick you out now. Just saying Bronco information. And you got, like I said, Squid and I are both sailors that say, that's a major no-no. So that there go.
Well, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change my Raider persona to Raider A-hole, and I'm just going to be like that towards people anymore.
All right. Well, since I got you both on, we got about 15 minutes before I have to do a hard out. And we've been talking on. I remember, folks, if you are watching this, in the comments section after the show, please, in the comments section, want to go interactive with everybody. I want you to tell me who you want in your order of preference as head coach of the Raiders. Also, if you have an idea of who you'd like to see as GM, and I know that that's a little bit subjective because there's not a lot of things out there about the GMs. You might have to look it up. But who you would prefer as a GM, and again, I know it's subjective. And then the third one, and this is important, what is the status of Derek Carr, this year? Plays his 1-year contract out, gets like a 2 or 3 year extension prior to the season, or do we trade him now at max value, get as much as we can for him, and then roll with whoever, and then draft a quarterback in 2023? Because that's what it's going to come down to if you get rid of him now.
No, do not get rid of Derek Carr. No,
I am being the philosophical show host.
Here's the thing.
Words.
How many years do you think he has left?
4. 3 years. Okay.
But here's the thing. We keep Carr because I get it. If we get rid of Carr, then it's over. Hey, our boy Violator. But anyways, if we get rid of Carr, it's a rebuild. There ain't no reload. It's a rebuild. There's no, unless by any chance we get AR-12, that's the only way. I don't want Russell Wilson. I really don't. I know other people want him. I do not. I mean, I know he runs behind a terrible offensive line in Seattle, and he would do a lot of that for the Raiders, but he's starting to get down. Russell Wilson did win a Super Bowl, but look at the team that he had. Look at the team he had. He had the Legion of Boom, which that defense, you got to put that defense that year in the top 10 of all time. I will say that. Yeah, not people are going to argue with me about it. That's right, Sarah Phillips. If not Derek, who? I mean, Captain, I hear what you're saying with the draft. Now, me, you know, I'm a homer. So let's draft Tyler Buckner, quarterback out of Notre Dame, because this year coming up, they're going to win the national championship. He's going to win the Heisman, so he'll probably be leaving college football and go to the pros. So I'll take Tyler Buckner.
Okay, I will have to say for this, okay, we are on Roku TV, so where we don't condone people who smoke stuff that makes them say different things, like you know, Jason Dean just did about Notre Dame. I kid, but
Go Irish.
you know, and yeah, there you go. Watch Rudy. There you go.
Oh,
This
here's a
goes
fun
away from
fact.
Rudy.
Here's a fun fact for everybody. Joe Montana gave his jersey up so Rudy can play. The only reason they carried Rudy off the field was as a joke. They didn't do it because he got the sack. They did it to be funny. It wasn't serious. It was a joke. Fun fact. Joe Montana gave up his jersey so Rudy can play.
I like that.
Yes.
That. So it wasn't everybody who came in the office with Dan Devine. It was just Joe Montana.
Joe Montana gave up his spot.
Okay. All right.
Matt Ryan? Really? Matt Ryan? He'd get sacked 75 times behind that line.
And there's the other thing. It's like we need, and by the way, we were talking about we need the upgrade in the line, and I think that Leatherwood will be okay at right guard. I think he will be okay at right guard. Give him some time to grow. Okay, I think that Denzel Good will come in and be ready to go. Violator, I see you, but your devices are not connected.
We need to go get a right tackle in free agency, like we talked about. Morgan Moses would be good. I'd like to see that. And OG was right. I don't want to draft a right tackle. I know there's a few out there that we can plug and play and possibly will be good, you know, but we can't do that again. We need defensive linemen or a good corner or another linebacker. Like I said, I'm seeing a lot of stuff, Rich A., where Devin Lloyd is going to Denver other than Kenny Pickett, which I hope you draft Kenny Pickett. I really, really do.
But and Violator, if you can hear me,
no.
For some reason, your
That's all I have to
connectivity.
He said no.
Just like last time, Violator, call in if you want to, brother. We'll have Violator call in. I don't know why. It must be a StreamYard thing, because Restream, when we do the show on Wednesday, there's no issue on Restream, but on StreamYard, there's an issue.
So I have just a couple kind of questions and comments there. So I wasn't able to jump in early enough because I really wanted to talk about linemen and the draft and stuff, but my kids were just not cooperating. So when I look at what was going on in the draft this year, I think you'd be making a pretty big mistake by not drafting a lineman. And this is why. This year, the offensive and defensive line in particular are stacked in terms of the draft.
There's a ton,
deep, and they're really good. Like these are not just like, oh, you know, maybe kind of sorta. We're talking like legit quality linemen.
Yes.
So then on that note there, so here's a proposition, and you know, this is me like basically gifting what I would do if I was an actual Raiders fan, if I actually wanted them to win. And it would be, if you do not believe Derek Carr is the long-term answer, this is the year to trade him to get your draft capital to do it. And you take a one down year and you get a veteran guy, like a stopgap for the 1 year, like a Tyrod Taylor or someone who's that 1 year stopgap player that's just going to basically be moving around the league. You get a pick for this year in this year's draft. That is maybe a second, and then you target though to get next year's 2023 first from the team you're trading Carr to, and a third or a fourth as well if you can. And you try to get that
idea, but I don't like just getting rid of Carr. I don't.
But hear me out. Then you go and you trade your 2 package first rounds, and maybe even another first if you have to get into the top 2 picks. And then you end up with a quality quarterback for your long-term future. But what you do this year with your picks in your early round drafts is you go for your defensive line and your offensive line for your long-term protection of that young quarterback that you're going to target in 2023, because you're capitalizing on both drafts, right? 2023 has a strong quarterback draft. 2022, this draft here has got offensive linemen and defensive linemen.
Right.
I like the Jordan Davis idea. I like us being.
Denver, I agree.
We talked about
Denver,
that.
I agree.
like Jordan Davis a lot. I do.
Right. For Denver, I agree.
We would have to work. We would have to work on his stamina, though.
Yeah, just get in Denver. He won't be able to breathe. In Vegas, he'll be fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if Denver gets him, you're gonna need to make sure that you have a portable oxygen tank next to him on the field at all times.
Here's the reason why with the Carr situation. Now, I know we talk about the Davante Adams stuff a lot, and I know Green Bay is going to franchise him. They're gonna. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If we had a chance that we could trade, yeah, we're second and a third.
No,
let him sit with Carr.
Money.
Richie, I will sell a kidney to get Davante Adams and silver and black.
No, but I'm telling you right now, the Packers right now, when you look at their cap space, if you go look at like they
don't have it, right? They don't have it.
They don't have the money.
And if they don't have the money, then they can't necessarily franchise tag them because they have to have the affordability to do it, correct?
As it stands right now, the Packers cannot afford this is like the funny bit, right? Is right now without Devontae, because he's on the last year of his deal right now, right? Like he's coming to the back end. Without Davante Adams as part of their cap, they cannot afford Aaron Rodgers on their roster.
Wow. I didn't know that. This is what I'm worried about with Denver. This is what I'm worried about. Them getting Hackett or the quarterback's coach from Green Bay because Rodgers is pushing for him, and then hit Rodgers going to Denver. I mean, no, I'm not dealing with Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, and Justin Herbert. I mean, Herbert, you saw his flaws this year. You did. And they spoke on him like he was the next coming of Joe Montana. Granted, the kid is very good. He is. I'm not going to take that away from him. He's a very good quarterback. But he has deep flaws, and you can see them. So they're going to have a little trouble with him because I know they're going to lose Mike Williams. Mike Williams is gone. He's going to be a free agent. He's probably going to get top dollar from somebody. I'm going to say this. I think Mike Williams is going to end up in the NFC. I think he's going to leave the AFC. I think Mike Williams might end up with Minnesota. Truthfully.
Yeah, they need another guy there. So, yeah, that makes
sense. With him, Thielen, and Justin Jefferson, Jesus,
right.
I could throw for 5,000 yards.
Okay, folks, hang on a second. Let me put my big speakers on because we got the Violator on the line. V, how you doing, brother? What's going on?
Doing fantastic, Jeff, and Richie Rich, and I forgot the other gentleman that's with you there.
Oh, that's Jason Dean, a.k.a. Go ahead, Jason.
I'm the Raider Demon King, Violator. It's great to hear your voice, my friend. I've met you a few times.
Appreciate it, man.
Go ahead, brother.
Let me hang on. Okay. Yeah, so no, I was just listening to the discussion, and I just typed in my comment about the O-line and defensive line. Really, for years, this is what's been killing this team. And with all the movement of the good pieces that we had, we really had just a smoke and mirrors offensive line. So a lot of the stuff that we saw was a result of that. And if I'm the adversary and I know that's the weak link, that's where you attack. It's this simple check of the chess or whatever you want to call it. But going forward, like I said, the big talk is who is the general manager going to be? Who's the next head coach? I say we get a damn general manager first and go down, not the other way around. Because if those two gentlemen don't get along, you got another shit show for another 3 or 4 years.
Yes. Yes. I think Ed Dodds is going to be our new GM. I think it's going to be Dodds from the Colts.
And if you get Dodds in, then that pretty much the stars align. Dodds gives you Harbaugh, gives you Pep Hamilton, gives you Vic Fangio.
I don't want Fangio. I don't want Fangio. I do not want Fangio. No, no, no.
You don't like top 10 defenses?
I don't like 3-4 defenses. Max Crosby and Yannick Ngakoue are not stand-up guys.
I'd love Todd Bowles. I'd love Todd Bowles, V.
I'd like Todd Bowles or Brian Flores.
Yeah, I'd love to have Brian Flores. Yeah. And I mean, like I said, if it's not Harbaugh, give me Brian Flores, give me Todd Bowles, because I think that would be such an improvement for the team. And as long as they bring in, I mean, obviously you can have a scarecrow who's going to be a better offensive coordinator than Greg Olson, so that's a given. I mean, I'll come in on part-time and be OC. Okay,
that's what I said. I coached offense in junior football. We averaged 48 points a game with 11-year-old kids. I ran a spread offense. I could run this offense.
Yeah, and Violator, trust me, brother. I know that you would be in there as well. So I'd love to have Todd Bowles. I'd love to have Brian Flores. I think that would be something that would be better for the Raiders. But I don't think that Mo Davis wants to have that, because he wants to make a splash. It's basically it's Harbaugh or nothing, and I think that that's what he's looking for, is that splash.
You know, it's not even about Harbaugh. It's impressing Vegas. That's what's up. They're in bed with whoever that person, that corporation is, and they've got to please them, and that's why you see the whole move to change the whole culture. It's to attract where they're at. So all of our history is just like they could give a damn about it. But
I like that.
Back to the team having an identity, they haven't had that for 3 or 4 seasons going, because they don't even know who the hell they are. And when Chucky was there, he was the identity of the team.
Yeah. Hey, Violator, I hate doing this. I am up on a hard break. I got to cut it in at below 2 hours, and we are like...
Go for it, brother. I just wanted to chime in and, get some stuff off my chest, say hello. You guys keep doing your thing, brother.
Hey, always a pleasure. Hopefully we'll get that camera issue so we can get you in on camera next time.
That's definitely StreamYard, because with live stream, we never have that issue.
Yeah.
StreamYard is taking me through the gamut. And I don't want to cuss her out on the air.
Hey, V, always good hearing from you, brother. Take care. Keep up on what's going on, man. Always a pleasure hearing from you now.
You got it, man. You guys enjoy, man. Like I say, keep dropping that knowledge on them, man.
You got it. That's Violator, man. Good to hear from Violator. The man, the Hall of Famer.
That's right. The Hall of Famer.
You got it. Take care, partner.
All right.
I like that comment, Captain Jack. Dabo Swinney as the offensive coordinator.
He will never leave.
I don't think he'll leave. He's got it made there. I pushed up on that in the beginning. Like when we first were the head coaching search, I was like, Dabo. But then I'm like, he's not going to leave Clemson. He's going to be named. They're going to name the town Dabo Swinney, South Carolina.
And I got less than 90 seconds, guys. I love you for being in here. I got to kick you out. I got to get something of an outro in. It's going to be very short. Thanks again. We'll see you next time. Come on over.
Richie, stay warm. I'll see you guys. Raider Nation for life.
Come on over on Sunday. We'll see you there. Take care.
I got you.
All right. That's Jason Dean Hunter. That is Richie Riche. Got to say, guys, I got a minute left. Thanks again for being here. We'll see you on Sunday, 9:00. Catch me then. Great times with y'all. Y'all be